Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to yet another interesting video. I go by the name it's_Jamie, and for those who are returning subscribers, thank you so much for always clicking my videos. Thank you so much for the consistent support. We really do appreciate, and I don't take it for granted. So guys, you've been asking for a video with John, and I have really worked so hard to get him, because definitely you know that whenever you step into Ayamara's villa, everyone is busy creating content, so he had to give me some time, and I really do appreciate. So for me, I want him to introduce himself, and then from there we can kick off with the interview. Yes, so John, introduce yourself.
Okay, hello viewers. I'm Meleji Lifestyle on YouTube and also Meleji Lifestyle on all my social media platforms. Yeah, and I'm a visually impaired person. Thank you.
That's nice. So, if I may ask, if somebody asks you who Meleji is, how best can you describe yourself?
What I could say is that Meleji is just a normal human being like others. Yeah, living with disability. Yeah, but also I'm taking this type of disability positively and believing that disability is not an ability. Yeah.
Okay. So you can also tell us how your normal lifestyle is. Who do you stay with? Are you married? Do you have kids? Do you stay with your parents? How old are you? Yeah.
Okay, I'm 25 years, and I stay with my girlfriend at Tengela. Yeah, that's where I stay.
Okay. Do you have kids?
No, I don't have any kids. Yeah.
Do you have your parents around?
No, I usually stay with my girlfriend only. My mom is not around. Yeah, she usually works for the market. She lives in a different place. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. So how can you tell us how has your life been since childhood and all that? Because I got your some part of your story from Ayamara's video, and I came to discover that the disability part, being visually impaired, it's something you're not born with. So do you mind telling us life before the disability, and then we can now get into how it all happened, then life after disability. So how was childhood life for you?
Okay, my life, I was born a normal kid. Both my eyes seeing. Yeah, being brought up by my grandparents. So I used to stay with my grandparents back at the village up to the year 2016. That was when we were in high school. I ended up consuming a chemical poison that affected my eyes and led to my blindness.
Oh, nice. So, ever since you're a kid, how old were you when you were joining high school?
I was 15.
15.
Yeah, 15
So, since childhood till 15 years, you've been a normal person, a normal kid, going to school like the others, being independent.
Participating in sporting activities, co-curricular activities like other students. Yeah, I was a normal student, and also I was performing very well at school.
Wow, you are a bright student.
I was a good performer at school.
Okay, in terms of the co-curricular activities, what were you doing? Were you majoring in sports, drama?
Yeah, both sports and drama. In sports, I was playing basketball. In drama, I was participating in music. I was singing.
Wow, that's interesting. So that means you can sing.
Yeah, I can sing.
Wow. So, your primary life was okay for you?
Yeah, the family life was okay. Yeah, by that time I was staying with my grandparents. It was okay. I didn't face any challenges.
Okay.
Yeah, from +1 to +8.
Okay, so let's talk about high school. How was high school? How was high school life for you?
My high school life was okay from Form 1 to Form 3. But reaching Form 3, that is when I started associating myself with those peer groups. Maybe when I say peer groups, those students who usually, what can I say?
Yeah, so how was it when joining high school? How was life for you? You can like share with us how your high school life was.
Okay, my high school life was okay, like any other normal student. Joining Form 1, I interacted well with my teachers. I even ended up joining the sporting activities and also music drama. Yeah, and from Form 1 to Form 2, everything was good. Even I remember, even when Form 2 that time, I was chosen to be a prefect. Yeah,
Okay.
so I was a dormitory captain.
Wow, that's nice. So
Yeah.
that means you have leadership qualities also. Okay, aside from being a bright student, you are also an active student in both curricular activities. You play basketball, or things changed in high school? Did you change your sport, or you continued with basketball?
I just continued with basketball. So I used to love basketball.
Wow. So how was it like studying? Because all of us know that it's tougher in high school. You have to study and perform, and at the same time you have to be good at the other co-curricular activities. Was it hard for you to join everything together?
No, it was not hard. I used to balance, and also the teachers were there for us.
Wow.
So when it was time to learn, we learn, and when it was during the gaming activities, I used to participate in the games.
Wow, that's an interesting life in high school. So, okay, so about your friends, how can you describe your friends to us? Were they good people with good qualities? Or, yeah, just share with us.
From Form 1 to Form 3, I had good friends. Yeah, I had good friends. But you know, when you reach Form 3, you start developing the adolescence period.
Yeah.
So I ended up joining bad companies, and I ended up interacting with bad students at school. Yeah, so
So like from Form 1 to Form 3, you had good friends according to you, or according to your description, and then adolescence started hitting you so hard and you joined a bad company. So you can tell us about your bad company.
yeah, you know, the bad company. Tell me about what exactly.
For you to consider it as a bad company, there must be things that you used to do, like skipping classes, you don't do your assignments. The things that you used to do before are not the things that you continued doing. So what are the new things you used to do to call that new company a bad company?
What I can say about the bad company, I met students who could skip classes, also could sneak out of school, go come with drugs, and try to influence us to take the drugs. Yeah, so yeah.
So in your new company of friends, you used to skip classes, sneak out of school and get drugs.
Yeah, they used to bring drugs to school, skip classes. So that was the case.
So in the period when you used to go out of school and get drugs, were you being sold for these drugs by grown-ups or other kids? Because we all know that if you're under 18 you cannot use drugs. So how are you guys managing to get the drugs and sneak in, and the money involved? How was everything? Okay, were you sacrificing your pocket money to buy the drugs? How was it? Because sometimes drug addicts or drug users are tempted to steal from other students so that you can afford the drugs. How was it for you people?
When I say drugs, I mean alcohol, because most of the students used to drink alcohol. So they could come and contribute money, the pocket money that they were given by their parents, and they could send one of the students who could sneak outside the school and go to the wines and spirits, buy a bottle, then bring it to the school. Because we had students who are so naughty and they had even home clothes at school.
Oh.
So when they got outside the school, they used to wear their home clothes. So it was not easy for you to identify,
that this is a student. Wow, that was risky. So at what time were you guys sneaking out? Was it the best time to sneak out was at night?
Yeah, they were sneaking out during the night. Maybe at 9 from 10 p.m. They come at around midnight. Maybe when the watchman is not alert, is asleep. Yeah, so that's what they used to do.
Wow.
And I might say, me by that time I was not using drugs. But when I reached Form 4, so the pressure was too much for me. So one day I found myself tasting, having a drink with them. Yeah, in Form 4 first time.
So how was it for you when you first tested the first sip of alcohol? How was it for you? Did you like the feeling? Did you get drunk? What happened?
What I can say, first of all, as a new substance user, alcohol, the feeling was nice. But you feel somehow high, and you know that your friends are there, they are taking you up. Hey, that is the real feeling of being an OG. We say an OG means a bad boy. Now you're a bad boy. So you feel nice when they set you up like that, but not knowing that you are ending up affecting your life.
Oh, so for me, I could say that you tested alcohol in Form 4 for the first time just to fit in.
Yeah, just to try and fit in.
It wasn't something that came from you, it's something that came from the influence.
Yeah, because I was just a village boy from the village. So tasting alcohol for the first time, at least I saw that I fit in the group so well.
So since you tested your first alcohol in Form 4, so how was it? Did it become a routine? Did you keep on purchasing the alcohol? How frequent? And how was it like trying to study and also involve or indulge in such activities? How was it? How did you just not get caught?
Yeah, from the first time I tested alcohol, so it became a routine during weekends, and also when you are going to sporting activities. People contribute money, and one of the students could sneak out and bring alcohol. So even it ended up affecting my studies. I could not concentrate well at school.
Okay.
So yeah, that was it. And even it reached a point that we used to go to the lab, and one of the students could even mix chemicals and try to come up with the ethanol. You know, there are different types of chemicals in the lab.
Yeah.
So you can make ethanol. Since alcohol is made from ethanol, so you can make alcohol for yourself. So and you could drink and get high. So it reached a point that when we did not have money, we could go to the lab and make ourselves.
Oh, it was that bad.
Yeah,
From sneaking out of school to purchase alcohol, you now make alcohol for yourself when you can't afford it.
Yeah.
So for this student who convinced you that you can mix chemicals to come up with alcohol, how did you, like, what are some of the things you trusted in him? Was he a bright student, or he told you he had an experience in doing such things, or what?
Actually, he was a bright student, but even he was the one who was reading the chemistry paper.
Oh, he was leading the chemistry class.
Yeah, and remember this, making this ethanol, is the teachers who used to teach us how to prepare such chemicals.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but they told us not to taste. Yeah. So, that's what I can say.
Wow, that's interesting. Okay, so since getting drunk was became a habit, what happened for in this time that wasn't the same as the other times? Because I got to learn that you took, in your Form 4, when you're sitting for your practicals, is when you you tried it again, right?
Yeah.
What happened? How was it? Were you in the middle of exams? You can tell us from exams, how was it? How were the papers? Was it stress that pushed you to wanting to get drunk? Yeah, because for me, I believe that during exams time is when security is at its peak. Everyone is disciplined. Everyone is trying to finish up with school and exams and make it a success. So how was it? Is it addiction? Yeah, you can tell us.
Okay, so I remember when since after we sat for the examinations in 2016. So during that time the exams were so hard.
Okay.
So it would get most of the students were so stressed with the exams. So during the last papers, which were the chemistry practicals, remember while doing the chemistry practicals, we used to do the exam in the lab.
Yeah.
So what we end up doing, the chemicals that the government brought for us to use them in doing the exam. Yeah, one of the students ended up hiding one like a 5-liter bottle.
Okay.
Yeah. So when we completed the paper, the chemistry paper, we sneaked the bottle to the dormitory. And remember, this was a government chemical, meaning that it was 100% concentrated ethanol.
Yeah.
It came ready-made. So this time around, we did not make for ourselves the ethanol. It came from the government labs.
Okay.
And you know, from the government labs, it comes on while it is 100% concentrated for proper measurements in the lab while doing your practicals. So I remember after finishing the chemistry practicals.
Wait, was the chemistry practical your last paper, or it was somewhere in the middle?
That was that last paper. Then I lost my eyes the same night. So I missed two of my examinations.
So how was it? You can tell us how everything started. You met with your boys, sat somewhere, drank the alcohol. What made you feel that this time round it's different? Yeah, you can tell us. So after the chemicals were brought, somebody did what?
The bottle and sneaked to this can or bottle. Yeah. It was about a 5-liter bottle filled with ethanol. And remember, even it had instructions there. It was written, don't take this thing because it is 100% concentrated. Even when you could open the bottle, you could see smoke coming out of the bottle. So meaning that it was highly concentrated. Yeah. So after finishing the paper, since the paper was so difficult that we had stress, we waited up to 9 a.m. while other students were asleep. We were a group like of 20 students.
Oh, 9 p.m.
Yeah, 9 p.m. while other students were asleep. And it was on a Friday night. Was the chemistry paper, it was during Friday. So we went to the dormitory. One of the students when I came with the water, so that at least we can mix for us to mix the chemical, because it was too cold.
Okay.
So we ended up drinking, but this time it was different because we just took a little amount, maybe let's say only one gap, but you just get high immediately, go too high immediately. So we could put, we had a big cup, you know, the cup that students used to.
The tumblers.
Not even
Which
the
one?
tumbler.
The mug.
Those, the big mugs for porridge.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we could put the chemicals, then a bit of, then a small amount of water. So you take a gap, you give it to your friend, it goes round. But remember, from that one gap, you just got high immediately. Made you feel high and got drunk. So what I can say is just that one gap is the one that ended up affecting me. Because this time the chemical was highly concentrated.
So apart from feeling like you're drunk, what else happened? Did you go to bed?
Some of the students there ended up even fighting for the bottle. Any people were drunk. It was just chaos. It was chaotic. Breaking beds. So it made you feel go crazy. Only one gap.
How many were you in that group?
We were 20.
You were 20?
20.
Sipping from the same mug?
Sipping from the same mug, only a little bit. Because even as we were afraid.
Okay.
Well, this is not the usual chemical that we were used to. This came from a government lab. So we started only by taking small grabs.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how was it for you? How did you notice the change? What happened to your body? How did you come to realize that you're now losing your sight? At some point I heard that you got paralyzed. You can explain to us how it went down.
So after drinking, we went to bed because we were drunk so much. We even ended up disturbing other students because we were creating chaos all over. So waking up the next day, Saturday morning, I started noticing that I was not feeling okay. My body was becoming weak. My legs were starting to become numb, and I was vomiting a lot. So that is when I discovered some changes. My skin was turning pale. I could not speak well. So one of the students, I called one of my best friends and told him to go to the school dispensary. I used to bring me the painkillers for me to relieve pain, since I was feeling pain in my feet. Because I started losing my sense of, and my legs were becoming numb. Yeah. So Saturday evening, I noticed that the drugs that I had taken were not changing anything, and now my condition was worsening. So that is when other students came. They carried me to the school dispensary. Yeah, the nurse could not handle my condition.
Wait, at that point, did you have your sight?
Now from that point, after they took me to the school dispensary, from there, that is when I said that. That is when my eyes started dimming. Let me say dimming. Yeah, I could only see maybe 50%. It was just disappearing, blurry.
You can't see clearly.
Yeah, I can't see clearly. So from there, I collapsed while in the school dispensary.
Okay.
Waking up, I woke up at the Narok County Hospital.
Narok County Hospital.
Yeah, and that is when I noticed that I could not see anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I remember I have seen some of the clips online because you were interviewed by a very big TV station. So I was able to get the clips. So guys, I'm going to put the links in my description box. If you want to see those clips, you'll be able to see them. I cannot put them in this video because I get a copyright or I might be sued for that. So if you want to see how everything was when he was admitted, you will have to click the links in my description. I'll be sure to put them. Yeah, so after you got totally blind and now you're in this Narok County Hospital, were you with your teachers? How did you reach your parents? How did they take them? Or how was the news to them? What happened at that point?
At that point, even reaching at the hospital, the teachers neglected me. That is what I can say. When they knew that it was ethanol, it was poison, and that I could not see, they disappeared. So when I went to the hospital by myself, they just put me in a taxi, and the taxi took me to hospital.
Were you in school uniform?
I was in school uniform.
So when they were disappearing and you're still in the school uniform, you are a part of them. So after being admitted, there was no teacher around you, or how was it?
They knew the mistake was theirs because they are the ones who made it possible for the students to access the chemicals.
Okay.
Yeah, and they were supposed to restrict. No student was supposed to test any chemical or get out of the lab with any chemical substance.
Okay.
So they knew as a school they had failed, so they had to disappear.
Oh, that's so sad. So at what point did you call your parent or your guardian? Who was there for you? Who was the closest person you could reach at that point?
I remember while I was in hospital, I was collapsed. I had fainted. So from what my mom told me, is that one of the doctors there knew me because I was from Narrow County.
Oh,
So
you're
he
from Narrow
ended up calling my relatives who were staying around. Yeah, and they came to the hospital. And they were so shocked to find me in that condition because by that time my condition had worsened so much. I was removing the solid.
Oh, how can you call it? Because in Swahili we call it pogo.
Yeah.
I don't know
Since
how
the
it
poison was
Oh,
too
foam.
much. Yeah, the foam.
It was removing foam from the mouth.
Yeah, since the poison was too much, and even I could not see, I could not talk, and I could not hear. Yeah, it was like I was half dead. So it was so hard for them. Yeah, and from there, the Narok County Hospital, they said that they could not handle my situation.
So how many days were you in
severe.
Narok County?
Only 4 hours. I was 4 hours. Yeah, they said that my condition was so severe, so I had to be taken to a bigger hospital. That was Nakuru Level 5 Hospital.
Nakuru Level 5?
Yeah, so that is where they call an ambulance, and they placed me in an ambulance. While I was getting inside the ambulance, that is when my mom arrived, and she found me being placed in an ambulance, and she was so shocked even she ended up fainting there.
Oh, so
She
your
could not
mother
believe-
fainted when she arrived?
Yeah, because even she could not even recognize that it was me. Because my body, all my body, it had turned like pale green.
Yeah, I saw the videos on there.
Yeah. So even it was hard for somebody to identify that it was me. So I was placed in an ambulance, then taken to Nakuru Level 5 Hospital. That is where I went, and I was taken directly to the ICU.
Oh, you're taken directly to the ICU?
Yeah. I stayed in the ICU for 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah. From the ICU, I was again transferred to another private hospital.
So, okay, so after, were you discharged from the ICU to the ward? At what time did you regain your consciousness? Yeah, so you are telling us about how you regained your consciousness. Yeah.
So media groups like Citizen came to the hospital. So while I was regaining my consciousness, walking up, I found cameras all over me. Yeah, and they started interviewing me. So that is when I noticed that it was Citizen, the group from the Citizen TV. So I was interviewed, and from there that is when I was transferred. After 2 days, I was transferred to another hospital, where I stayed for 2 weeks. But still my condition was not getting okay because my family, they were hoping that they were hoping that we could get a doctor who could at least, who knew more, who had knowledge about the eyes. So from Annes Hospital, that is when we got one of our relatives who went to hospital, and that is where we got a specialist who knew about the eyes. It's called an optician. So in Kiku's, that is when they broke the news that my optical nerves were completely damaged, and I could not recover my eyes again. I was totally blind and they could do nothing. They even advised us not to go to any hospital, even in India, due to it was a waste of money and resources, since the damage had already happened and it could not be reversed.
So how was it for you? How was it for your mom? Did you accept the challenge immediately, or you were still in denial? During that period of being in denial, what were some of the things you used to do? Because that is a very stressful thing. That is something that needs time to accept. So how was it for you? Did you accept immediately, or?
Something like that, being born with eyes, then ending up losing eyes, you cannot accept immediately. So it took time. I even fell into depression for like 4 years. I was in depression. Got a point where even I was thinking about me taking my own life. So it was hard, and everything with my relatives and my mom. They could not believe since I could not walk. I was using a wheelchair since I told them my legs were paralyzed. So life became so hard for me. And even got a point even we went broke due to hospital bills. Yeah, because everything was, we were just using money because I could not access public means of transport. I was being taken by private cars, or maybe sometimes we hire an ambulance. Yeah, so it became costly for us. So it ended up even making my family go bankrupt. So it was not an easy thing. For like 4 years, I came to accept myself in 2018. That is when I started now coming to realization and coming to reality that now this is my situation. I could do nothing about it. Yeah, but even there's a scenario where I remember in 2017, I got also diagnosed by a doctor, so that even ended up affecting me more. Yeah. I was given wrong medication. So it ended up affecting my.
You are given wrong medication.
Yeah. I was misdiagnosed.
Oh, you're misdiagnosed. Okay, so when you now came to terms with the realities about your life, how was it? Did you go back to school? Were you able to finish high school? Did you join campus? What happened?
Remember, I had already finished high school because I remained with 2 papers. So
Did
the 2
you sit
papers
for
was
those papers?
no. So they did not place the 2 papers in the results, but I managed to get a sibling.
That means you're a bright student. Because if 2 papers were not placed in your result slip and you still managed to get a C, that means you're bright. If they were there, then you would have performed much better. So after that, what happened? Did you join college?
From there, I was just staying at home, depressed, not knowing what to do, not knowing if I would go to school, to college, because I was confused how will I study, because I was used to using my eyes, I cannot use my eyes, and how will I go to school. So it took me time, up to maybe 2019, that is when I got a friend who was also visually impaired, and he advised me that, hey, there's a school for visually impaired students. So I ended up joining a school known as KSB, and I studied IT. That's where I did my IT and Braille, and also orientation, knowing how to use the white pen, to maneuver around using white pen, and also living an independent life. You're being taught how to cook for yourself, so stuff like that.
Okay, so you met a friend who shared with you about a school for the blind. So you went to KSB.
Yeah, it was a 6 months course. Yeah.
So you learned IT.
And I learned IT. So from there, from KSB now, I was supposed to join the University of College, but I did not manage to go to University of College. Yeah.
Well, so from there they taught you how to use your stick, to be independent, to use your phone.
Gadgets like laptop, phone. Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. I'm happy that you were able to get out of it and do something meaningful with your life. You know, like surviving depression it's not positive for everyone. The story is always different. Some people ruin their lives even more after depression. But the fact that you came out of it and still chose a positive path, then we thank God for that. Yeah. So after joining KSB and you completed your 6 months course, what happened? Did you choose to join college, or how was life after that?
I remember KSB was like also a rehabilitation center where they could rehabilitate you for you to join maybe college or campus. So from there, I went to college, another university college. It's in Karen. Yeah, I took a course in leadership and resource management. But on that semester, I could not manage or keep up with the course. Since the school lacked resources, you could find that there were no teachers who knew how to handle maybe a person who was living with disability, like visually impaired. There were no resources like Braille, that I could use. They had no computers. They had no computers which were fitted with software, which could help me maybe even browse or Google stuff, or maybe go there and maybe research and do my assignments. So life was hard for me in college, and even to lack of finance, since I had to use transport, and I was coming from far because I was what do we call it? I was coming from home daily.
Oh, you're commuting from home.
I was commuting from home daily, and home was far, so I had to drop out on that semester. Yeah, due to those challenges. But one of the biggest challenges is due to lack of resources. The school had no resources, and that's the case with most of the schools in Kenya. They have no resources which are capable which are friendly for people living with disability. Yeah.
Okay, so after that, what did you choose to do with your life?
After that, that was when I lost hope in life, and I decided just to stay in the house, watching movies, doing nothing. That is when I discovered I am married. Yeah, so I used to watch his videos when I'm bored. Since most of the times I was just idle.
So did you like watch, or you detect his voice? How do you like interact with the television? How do you get entertained through a television?
Yeah, from listening.
You just listen.
Yeah, the voice.
So you liked I Am Marwa through listening.
Yeah, because his content, he explains everything. So it makes it even for a visually impaired person to interact with his content well, without struggles. Because it is like this villa, from when he started building it, he explains everything, what he's doing, what is in the house. So that is when I fell in love with his content and discovered him. And from there, I've been just constantly listening to his videos from time to time. Yeah.
So what pushed you to coming to Nyabohanze to meet I Am Marwa?
What pushed me, I saw the way I changed the life of the people living here, the community, the way I impacted the community. For example, guys like Mayubno, guys like Vitirimba, the motorbike guy who usually carries him. Yeah, I saw them. I saw he opened a YouTube channel for them, and they were growing. And so even I thought to myself, I'm lacking only the eyes, but maybe I could do something out there. Maybe I can also create a YouTube channel and use it maybe to create awareness out there, and maybe educate the youth, and also give inspiring stories. So that is where I took that step and decided to come to this Nyabohanze village, because I saw hope in this village.
Okay.
And since I believed in Maru, and I knew from him, from when I come here, my story will not be the same again.
Okay, so when you came, definitely you did not come alone.
Yeah.
You have your girlfriend, right?
I came with my girlfriend, my cousin, and my uncle.
Okay.
So I also introduced them to Marwa, like the whole family. Yeah, I introduced them to him, so they have been listening to him. So when it reached a time that I told them, maybe it's time for us even to go, it was not hard for me to convince them, because they believed in what I was telling them.
Okay, so can you bring your girlfriend on board for like 3 minutes or 4?
Yeah, she's here. Maybe Lilian. She's called Lilian Chepon.
Okay.
Yeah, we have been dating for like 3 years right now. Yeah. So maybe she can come. Your viewers to see her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Director. Yeah, so guys, we are back with Meleji's wife or girlfriend. She can introduce herself and tell us how life with Meleji has been for her and the impact it has brought to her life. Yeah, so hi.
Okay. Hi too. My name is Lilian Chepon. I'm Meleji's girlfriend. Yeah, we met 3 years ago, and the life has not been easy. As in, I've never met a boyfriend who is visually impaired. So I was I was saying, what? So how can I maneuver with someone who doesn't see? It has not been easy, but we have struggled.
You struggled together.
Yeah, together. So I accepted myself. I accepted his situation or condition. Then I say, God, let it be.
Wow.
If this one that you made for me, then why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So, guys, I know you would have really killed me in the comment section if I would not introduce the girlfriend to you. If I would not introduce the girlfriend to you, so I saw it was important for me to do that. And at least she has said her part. She's not a camera-free person. She's getting to learn that. So we have to understand she won't talk much. Yeah, so you can tell us how bringing him to Ayamarwa, how was it? Were you welcomed? The people, the environment, everything, how was it?
Okay, as he has said, he's Amara's
Big fan.
big fan. So he told us that he want to meet Maro. Then we look for at least for money. Yeah, we came, we reached here. I know it wasn't easy, but we tried. So we reached here. The climate is so cool. We like the place. People that were coming as well. So I've not seen any challenge here. I'm just, yeah.
How's the impact been growing his YouTube channel? Because he came with, how many subscribers did he come with?
77.
77. And so far, how far is he in his journey?
He's road to 3,000 subscribers. And we are so happy, we are so glad. We thank Maro for his support, and we are so happy.
I'm so happy. Yeah, so guys, I have been with them. They're the ones posting them. So she is like his manager. Whenever he wants help with his channel or any other thing, she helps him, including editing, posting, replying to all your comments. She's the one who does the work. Yeah, so for me, I was like, since people have really requested for this interview, then why shouldn't I do that? So, for example, people want to interact with you personally. Have you shared your contacts out there? And if you don't mind, you can repeat the contact again, because some people will be watching this for the first time, and they will want to reach out to you. So do you mind sharing your contact and maybe your other platforms, for example, Instagram or Facebook? How can people reach you? Yeah.
Okay, for Jamie's fans, my YouTube channel's name is Meleji Lifestyle. So kindly, if you haven't subscribed, go subscribe, like, share. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. So I go by the name Meleji Lifestyle on all my social media handles. Instagram, Meleji Lifestyle, TikTok, Meleji Lifestyle, and also on YouTube. So guys, please go to my channel, subscribe, yeah, and share. And for those who want to reach me, feel free to contact me on my number, that is +254 799 424912, or you can email me at my email, that is melejijohn765@gmail.com. Yeah.
Okay, so guys, if you haven't gotten his details well, I will make sure to include them in the description box, including the clips where he was interviewed as a high school student during the chaos of taking ethanol when he was in the hospital. I will put all the links there. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching this video till the end. Thank you so much for accepting the interview request. Yeah, I don't take it for granted. I'm so grateful. Yeah, so hopefully people my people will get to reach out, they'll subscribe to your channel, they will support you. You never know where your greatest help comes from. And from me, I will tell you not to lose hope. Don't lose hope at all, because most of the people who come to Ayamarwa, they're not all of them have good stories, not all of them, their lives are moving on perfectly. But with time, people get to rejuvenate themselves, you get new energy and start something new, just to do something meaningful with your life. So congratulations for picking a positive path after depression. Yeah, whenever you feel low, just get someone to cheer you up. That's why we say a man is not an island. We need people. So whenever you feel like life is not going the way you expect and it's becoming tough, get a stronger person to cheer you up and to hold your hand. I can see you have a very supportive family. They came here with you. You can come and say hi, Grace. You can come and say hi. Just come and wave to the camera. Tell them who you are to him. Yeah, so that they can see the kind of support he has.
Hi guys, my name is Grace and I'm Meleji's cousin. So yeah, we brought him here to support him. So yeah.
Okay, that's nice. Thank you so much for showing him support. Yeah, not all families support their own, but whenever you get someone who supports you, you appreciate and move on with that person, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so thank you so much. I hope the visit is going to be impactful, we pray. Yeah, so from there we're now friends, at least we know each other. Whenever we meet in Nairobi and you need help, or you need to spend time with the people you met here at Ayamarwa's, please consider me as one of them, and I really appreciate. So guys, consider subscribing, like, share, comment, and turn on your notification bell so that whenever I get to post, you get notified. Yeah, bye, see you in the next video.